pasti mati dia. Kamu harus pergi.
Pergi dari sini. Di sini banyak darah.
Saya sudah meminta kamu untuk di tempat ini. Kenapa kamu masih di sini?
Welcome back. Today I will recap part 1 of a 2022 Indonesia horror mystery film named Tumbal Kanjeng Iblis. Before we start, it is a request to please like and comment on the video as it will help us to grow our reach. At the beginning of the movie, we see Tia and her dad Yusuf, and the scene is of Tia's sister's funeral. His neighbors and relatives are reading prayers for the peace of her sister's soul, and suddenly there is a power cut. Tia notices that they are staring at her while muttering strange words, and there is a man sitting among them with red eyes. She sees that Yusuf is also not in his senses, and as soon as he screams something, her sister's dead body starts moving. Tia gets very nervous seeing this and Yusuf asks her to leave, but before she could understand anything, she gets haunted by her sister, and it turns out to be a nightmare. Tia then goes to the shower, where she gets spooked to hear her sister calling her name and asking her for help, and we see a shadow appearing behind the curtain. However, when she checks outside, there is no one there. Only then did she hear her dad screaming asking someone to leave his family alone. She fearfully goes to him and sees that he is trying to chase someone away in anger, and in this, he falls down from his wheelchair. Tia tries to calm him down, but he says she must leave because everyone around him will die. However, suddenly he gets possessed and tells her don't leave, as this is a punishment. Kanjeng has chosen her and she will come. He then has a seizure, and Tia notices someone standing behind her, and when she looks back, it is the same red-eyed man, who tells her to find her sister or her father will die. She gets terrified and the man disappears, and when she tried to call the police, someone from the other side tells her to find her sister. After this, we come to know that 6 people have gone missing in the last 7 months in Central Java. Most of them were college freshmen, and Tia's sister was also one of them. Tia then sets out to find her sister, and she asks the hospital to inform her if anything happens to her dad. She then reaches an old house and she sees in a photo that this is the same house where her sister used to live. She takes out her phone and starts video recording the house, and her bike taxi rider tells her that if she wants to rent a room, she can find many near the campus. He then drops her at a lodge, where owner Rosa welcomes her. She tells her that they have been looking for the right tenant, and if they don't find the right one, it remains vacant. She asks her if she is in college, to which she says no, but she is planning to enroll at Uxie University. Rosa says it's nearby and she can go on foot and tells her that she lives with her husband here, and Janu, the housekeeper. She then recommends her a room and tells her that it's for just 250,000 rupiah a month, which includes electricity and water, and she can use their machine as well. Later, her husband Jefri comes there and she introduces her to him, and when Tia leaves for her room, we see Jefri and Rosa smiling at each other. Meanwhile, Tia shows Janu her sister's photo and asks him if he knows her, to which he says he has never seen her. She tells him that she actually came here to find her sister who went to college here, but she hasn't heard from her in 2 years. She then notices a different door there in front of her room and asks him about it, and during this, we see a scary hand dropping a toy there. Janu asks Tia if that's her stuff, which she picks up and wonders how did she drop it. An old lady then comes there to tell her that her room is ready, and asks her did Madame Rosa tell her about leaving the house once a year. Tia says no, to which she tells her once a year, Rosa and her extended family would gather and have dinner in this house, so all tenants in this house must leave this house for 1 day. Counting from today, it's only 2 weeks away, and she will let her know when the day is near. Later that night, while Tia is unpacking her belongings, a man appears outside and looks towards her room. The door of her room then opens on its own and she notices that something strange is happening at the front door. She comes out to check it, but only then a girl comes out from the room next to her, and Tia goes back inside. Meanwhile, that man tells Janu that he already told them that no more new female tenants in this residence, to which he says she came out of nowhere. He says he doesn't care how, just makes her uncomfortable so she will leave this place. Later, Tia was about to sleep but gets spooked to see her dad lying dead on a chair in front of her. However, when she turns on the lights, she finds no one there. The next day, Tia goes to her sister's college, where staff tells her that the police used to visit them to ask questions, but they never showed up again, so they thought they found her and she didn't want to study here anymore. She then shows her sister's file and her missing report, and Tia is just leaving when she gets a call from the hospital about her father's hospital fee. She says she will transfer this evening, and during this, the girl next door sees her there and sits beside her. After she disconnects the call, she asks her if she is planning to enroll here. Tia says yes, and she introduces herself as Nina. She tells her that she is faculty of cultural science and working on her thesis here, to which Tia says she thinks her older sister is in the same year as her. She then asks her what her thesis on, to which she tells her it's on Javanese rituals in the animism period. Meanwhile, we see Rosa with a rabbit, and as the door of a room opens on its own, she lets the rabbit in. An entity then comes there and takes the rabbit, but he throws it back after eating half of it. Rosa asks him if he doesn't want this, and she herself shows him by eating it, but that entity starts getting annoyed and angry, to which Rosa asks him to just wait and mommy will get him what he wants. Later, we see her with Jefri, and she says Kanjeng has granted their wish, and that soon they will return to their true form. Meanwhile, we see Tia in her room, and she hears her dad calling her name. She goes out and finds her dad there requesting Kanjeng to punish him instead of his child. Now as she goes near him, suddenly he screams, and she finds that an invisible force is dragging her dad away, and he tells her that she should not be here. She goes after him and tells Janu that her dad was here, but he tells her that he is wiping the blood and she should leave the place. She comes back scared where Nina finds her and Tia tells her that her dad was there and Janu is wiping the blood. Nina goes there to check but finds no one there. However, when she goes back in, we see him standing there aside. After a while, when Tia gets relaxed, Nina asks her what she is looking for. Tia says Putri, her sister, to which Nina asks her what happened to her. Tia tells her that she has been missing for 2 years without a trace and asks her if she knows her. Nina says no, and Tia tells her that for the past 2 years, she visited her in her dreams. She knows it's hard to believe, but ever since she came here, she doesn't visit her anymore, and instead, she keeps dreaming of her dad, as if he was here and is connected to this place. She then shows Yusuf's photo to her, and as Nina checks it, Tia hears some noise from outside. She goes to shut the window, and during this, Nina transfers Yusuf's photo to her number. Now when she comes back, Nina tells her that she saved her number on her phone, so she can call her if something happens or if she needs anything. Meanwhile, Rosa tells Jefri that she thinks she recognizes Tia, and that something about her just makes her deeply troubled, to which Jefri says whoever she is, she should remember their goal. Kanjeng sent her to them so that they can perfect their child, but Rosa tells him don't lecture her about that. Jefri then says that Nathan keeps acting up, and he influenced Janu to do what he asked. If she agrees, he will find a way to bring him down. Rosa comes to him and tells him to just take care of Janu, and let her take care of Nathan, as he is Kanjeng's favorite child. Meanwhile, someone slips a paper under Tia's door and knocks on it. She goes to check it and finds it written the curse starts from there, so leave this place immediately. She comes out of her room and knocks on Nina's door, but she doesn't get any answer from her, so she clicks its picture and sends it to Nina. Nina visits her campus, where we see her with her teacher discussing a symbol. He tells her that this is the symbol of devotion to Kanjeng Iblis. He did research on this years ago and found that they have been performing this ritual since the 8th century to live a long life, to become wealthy and ageless. As far as he knows, this cult is very secretive, and they can never get out once they're in, except by dying, or living in a state of perpetual damnation. Meanwhile, we see that Jefri has Janu tied up to punish him, and he stabs him with a dagger on his leg saying this wound will atone for his guilt. Nina's teacher tells her that whoever this person is, they must have been connected with Kanjeng Iblis herself, and her suspicions regarding the cases of the missing students in the past few years could be true, because their ritual requires sacrifices. He then gives her a recording of spells, and one of them is Kanjeng Iblis' devotion spell. He also tells her the closer she gets, someone will feel disturbed by her attempt, and he is worried that they will hunt her down. She plays that recording and repeats it, and we learn that it's the same spell that Tia heard at the beginning of the movie. She then calls Tia and tells her the picture she just gave her, but before she could tell her further, she hears that spell on her phone, and we see Rosa sitting on her back seat chanting that spell, because of which Nina has become possessed. We then see Tia leaving the lodge, when she notices Rosa bringing a pregnant woman to work there. Tia gets a text from Nina, and she begins leaving. She finds Rosa in front of her who asks her where she is going this late at night with a backpack. Tia says she was going to see her cousin, but now she's going back inside because she just cancelled. She then knocks on Nina's door but gets no reply from her, and only then she notices Nathan standing in the hallway. He begins moving towards her, but when she looks there is no one there. Meanwhile, we see that Rosa and Jefri had killed the pregnant woman and extracted her fetus. She then brings the fetus to her child and offers it to him, which he immediately takes and starts eating happily, and Rosa says that soon he too will be like Nathan and you won't have to stay in the dark. Please like and subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon never to miss new video updates. Thanks for watching.